What's up, you guys? It's Calais Poteet. Today, we're going to talk about how to make 30K a month on social media with or without a personal brand. So, who am I? I'm Calais Poteet. I've started a 50,000 member Facebook group. I've also scaled three different companies to over, six figures. And right now, we're helping to install qualified lead flow, guaranteed, everything on autopilot. Right? But this is going to be a breakdown of how you grow your personal brand. So 2024 is going to be huge for personal brands. Personal brands, YouTube, and communities, right? So I want you guys to think about that. How are you going to get people to see your YouTube? How are you going to get people into your communities? How are you going to grow your personal brand? And this is going to be something super simple that I think you can follow and get great, massive results. Disclaimer: the only thing you actually need to do in order to get to this point is to take the information that I take this information that I'm giving you, pretend that you've paid me $20,000 to give you this information. I promise you, if you put in the work and do the work that the 99% of people that have desires, that 99% of people who have desires but do not have the ambition. Only 1% of people have the ambition. So take what you have here and use it. And I promise you will gain traction. All right, so let's jump in. So here's what I'm going to cover. I'm going to show you how to make money online. First, number one is you need to get attention. How are you going to get attention? You're going to need to control that attention. You're going to have to sell an offer now that you have people's attention. So how would this benefit you? I'm going to explain in detail for free exactly how I built multiple businesses past $10,000 a month. And the first lesson you're going to learn in this training is that if you skim through free information, you will never get to the point of getting paid, right? I just want to tell you how much information, how many courses I go through. I go through about 3 courses every month, right? I take the time out to educate myself because if you want to gain skill sets that you do not already have, you need to acquire them. You need to get those skills. The more skills you are able to stack on, the more value you produce to the marketplace, and you get paid based on the value that you bring to the marketplace. All right. So if you skim through free information, the paid information is not going to help at all, right? Okay, so you will never get to the point of getting paid. You've already failed that first test. I'm giving actionable steps here that will help you on and offline. This training is going to teach you how to achieve 10,000 plus months in less than 3 months. So once you learn how to acquire massive amounts of attention, control that attention, and sell that attention to some type of offer, you'll never be poor again. So imagine. All right, so this is me living my best life. I'm hanging out in one of my favorite spots, Hawaii. I was born in Hawaii. I go there probably twice a year, if not once a year, and I just completely enjoy myself. I stay for about a week, 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks, and I just have the best time ever. So this is image two. This is the revenue I collected by like the third month of creating consistent content that led to an offer. So we did like 37,000, almost 38,000. The point of showing these images is that in order to get the things you desire, you have to become the person that attracts those things. Develop mentally, physically, spiritually, and also you have to develop in business to achieve a life of abundance. First, who is this video for? So if you want to make an extra 5 to 10K per month from your business in the next 3 months, you want to learn how to monetize your social media page. You want to learn more about creating content that leads to making money. You have tried a few different business models and nothing's worked. You want to start, grow a social media marketing agency, coaching business, course biz, funding biz, or just become a freelancer. You want to enjoy what you do for money. You want to stop worrying about money. You want to escape the matrix and quit your job, drop out of college. You want financial freedom. You do not know where to start. You don't want to work a 9 to 5. You want to retire your parents. You want to travel the world. You want to, again, retire your parents. You want to evolve your lifestyle. I love my mom. You want to be surrounded by like-minded individuals. You want to provide for your family. Maybe you're already all of those things and you just want to scale past 10K to 20K a month. Or you are kind of lacking a solid personal brand and content system. Or you have an audience on social media and not making 10 to 30K from your audience. That was me at one time. Completely frustrating to have a huge offer. I mean, not an offer, but a huge community for us. Our group was approaching, and we've monetized it, course sales, but when it actually got to around 40,000, 45 members is when we really learned how to monetize our audience. So just imagine how frustrated we were to have such a big following, to have such a big audience, and not know how to monetize it. It was crazy. So, or you just want to learn how to build an audience, right? You just want to learn how to market your own business better. And this guide is not for you if you want to skim and speed read through this info. You want to find an easy way out. You're not ready to take action. You're not willing to take the risk. You are going to continue to procrastinate. You're not ready to put in the work. You're fine with staying impoverished. You're not willing to put in 1 to 3 hours a day into growing your business. You want to drop ship. You're not willing to make money and put yourself out there. You want to continue being a content junkie that scrolls their life away on social media. You are going to go through this entire document and not take action. You already made excuses about your following. If you believe it's not possible, and if you want to create a faceless YouTube channel, this is not for you. So, backstory: this is me and my business partner. We've been in business for the last 4 years, and this is us in the beginning. This is when we first met. She was still going to LSU, about to graduate, a senior. She now has two degrees, one in agricultural business, one in English literature. So she's a double major. And that is her, Brianna Cobb, and that's me. I didn't have any hair at the time, as you can see. So that was us just getting started. And really weren't even really started yet. We started after she graduated LSU, and then we started the CBD company, and then we started the trucking company, and we did the Airbnb, and we did credit courses and trucking courses and digital products and stock options training and so many different assets that we've created in this past couple of years. And I'm excited to kind of show you how we've kind of done what we've done. So definitely take this information. This worked for us. I put a lot of time into doing this. And if you stay to the end, I definitely have something special for you. So just like most of you right now, we try to tons of making money opportunities that failed almost single time. We bounced around business model to business model every time we thinking we discovered a new one that it was going to work for us. We did the e-com, right? We still do e-com, drop shipping, credit repair. We did Turo. We had a Honda on Turo, Airbnb, info products, selling courses, coaching, trucking. And guess what? It took us about a little while to consistently hit those 30K a month in profits. And we hit our first 30K profit month because we decided to kind of pick up a camera and just start recording content for our business. It's how we gained massive attention. So ever since then, we've always used social media to grow whatever online business vehicle we were in. And every single time we start a new business, we've been able to scale to 10K extremely fast because of the systems we use. But we always struggled really to break that 5K to 10K ceiling. That was super hard. Now, 5 to 10K may sound really nice, but if you split that between two people, it's still not really great, right? We weren't satisfied. I just want you to keep this in mind. Like the average online business makes $100,000 a month, and that's average, right? If they were to have, there's some companies, if they made $100,000 a month, that would be a terrible month. So it is possible. These numbers are really conservative and really small, but they're obtainable. And if you are looking to get there, keep watching. So we were stuck for months and months chasing new clients every week. We didn't have predictable income. We chose to service, trucking clients because it was a $800 billion a year industry, right? So we niched down even further and we chose to work specifically with online service providers, B2B businesses, experts, coaches, agencies, course creators, consultants, because these clients had larger marketing budgets, right? It's one thing to work with clients who've never had a business, just starting a business versus people that's kind of already established in their business. It makes a world of difference because they kind of understand that in order to keep growing the business, you have to invest back into your content, your marketing, um, your processes, your frameworks, your team, um, so many different aspects that you have to reinvest back into the business. So we tried a ton of ideas and still had no breakthrough until we learned how to create content that converts, high converting content, and we chose our ICP. So this is your ideal client profile. Of course, we always feel like what we have is for everybody, but that's simply not the case. So you have to get super specific on exactly who you're looking to help, right? And kind of repelling everybody who won't be a good fit. It's just going to make for an entirely better experience for you, not only you, but also your client, right? Because they fit the mold and you can get them replicable results extremely quickly. So we went from selling one-time offers like website creation, coaching, offering retainer consulting services for 2,500 a month, 5,000 a month, and this is what you call running the play, right? So the beauty of this model is that you only need 2 clients a year to make decent money, right? So one client at 2,500 a month is 30,000 a year. 2 clients at 2,500 a month is 60. Or if you have one 5K a month client, that's 60,000 a year. If you have two 5K a month clients, you have 120 a year. So how are you able to charge that much? Well, it all boils down to your offer, and it all boils down into your skill set. How valuable are you to the marketplace, right? Because for businesses that are truly businesses, they understand. They hire employees and they pay employees 5,000, 6, 7, $8,000 a month to get that job done, right? They pay people with experience, and everybody's looking for those type of positions. So as a person that has the same skill set to approach big companies and actually help them, if not really give them massive results, I think that's pretty conservative, right? So two 5K clients a month, you're making 120 a year, no sweat. All right, so this is a few screenshots, some stripes, right? $10,000 payment here, um, massive payments from a promo cycle that we've ran. And it's a lot easier to get one person to say yes than it is to get 50 products sold, right? So when we first started our agency, we tried all the methods of outreach, uh, cold DMs, cold email, cold calling, cold LinkedIn. We did that for about a month, made $0 because I wasn't making content. Right. So even if you're posting content and nobody's really seeing it, then it's not really going to help you much. Right. So all of these things don't work unless you create good content. And I realized it would be needed to sell a high ticket service and stand out from the rest of the agency space. So everyone was doing outreach, but the only people who stood out had personal brands and credibility. So at this point, I already was great at making content. I had built multiple accounts for myself, but I had never really made a personal brand. So I started posting content. Our agency grew super rapidly. And then I realized the best funnel for high ticket models was just using my personal brand to book sales calls, right? It's going to take a few weeks before your content helps you book your first sales calls. But before you know it, you will book your second, your third, your fourth sales call. And in 2 months, you have taken well over 20 plus sales calls. Having a high volume of calls will allow you to learn sales relatively quickly. Your business is your monetization tool. You use social media to drive traffic to your business, which makes you money. And if you're not creating content, that means either you don't like making money or you're going to let your fear of not knowing how to do it kind of stop you from learning how to do it. Right? So take the time, learn how to do it. It's going to make you money. So the tool I chose was coaching, business and web development, and building end-to-end marketing client acquisition machines. And I can teach you how to develop your offer super fast and grow your agency, your coaching business. If you're an online business owner, I can help you so many different levels. And you can just handle the posting of content on social media. You can leverage our work to get clients, right? So this is a website that, I helped a client with called Bamba. And, I love this project because it was super creative. I designed pretty much everything you see here, and the back end, the automations, It was a beautiful project. I loved it. Product development, the branding. So when it comes to branding, I have an eye for it. Definitely help you on the branding side. Even on slow months, you can make 20K. We still do 25,000 in sales, selling only 8 clients. I paid my team 5K and profited 20. So this was another great group that we had a chance to work with. So we're huge with Facebook communities, right? I told you our first community now is around 53,000 members, and that they had about 22,000 when we came into the picture, and definitely helped them just crush it with Facebook groups. We are animals when it comes to Facebook groups. So they're the number one real estate group in Vancouver Island, which is in Canada. And Truckers Finder, TMS service, SaaS provider in the transportation industry. So we helped them crush it, get 100 organic beta users in like 30 days, which is huge. And this, of course, is our group, Dispatch Masters in the transportation industry. And we have another one called Systemized Growth, where we help online brands, course creators, content creators, monetize creators. If you have an online service, we can definitely help you in the Systemized Growth Facebook group. So join if you're not in. In our third month, we easily did 60,000 in sales by selling consulting services, web business development, marketing systems, but closing 2 revenue shares deal at the same time. So a revenue share is when you negotiate with the business owner for a back end percentage. So if it's a beauty or like a fitness brand, 15% is the standard, or if it's a construction company, the standard is 10%. So here's the best part. All you have to do is market online. You can have a VA virtual assistant on the back end helping you close calls. You can hire these from Upwork, Fiverr, there's a couple other places. Start there. Paid ads are the most predictable way to print money. It's like, a license to print money. Running ads is so easy. All you have to do is kind of spend a weekend learning. You can kind of learn that process super fast. We teach this in our community. You don't have to learn ads to make money, though. So what you need more than ads is an understanding of CRO, which is conversion rate optimization. This is how you determine the health of the business. This is another website that we did for a client. Some more screenshots. So I was able to purchase my first rental property, Venice, Florida. We traveled whenever I felt compelled to. I was able to actually retire my mom from slaving at the post office for the past 30 years. I went from working a 9 to 5, 12-hour shifts for no more than $400 a week. It was crazy. Hardest work I've ever done in my life for $400 a week, right? Writing books, published them on Amazon. So if you Google Calais Poteet, if you go to Amazon, type in Calais Poteet, my books will pop up. We went to launching the CBD e-commerce branch, Puppy Shampoo. Was spending 10 plus hours on the road after getting my CDL license, getting paid $200 a week on that, driving all over the country. It was insane, but that led me to start my own trucking company and getting soaked when it rained when I had to get loaded, right? So if it's raining, you still have to strap the cargo down. To financially just focusing on building my personal brand. This is my books. This is when I was doing the 12-hour shifts. This is us at Vendor Pop-Up Shop with our CBD shampoo. This is me in the truck getting paid $200 a week to drive all over the country. And me in the truck, this is when I got off of the truck and then I actually bought my own truck and trailer. Spent about $50,000 getting that equipment and me last year. So I definitely put a lot of work in writing books, working for pretty much nothing, and buying trucks and continuously helping more people, right? So the playmaker explained, right? This is a person who runs the play, documents the process, and then shares it, right? So I've ran it, I've documented, and I'm sharing this with you. We have so much more to share. I would love to introduce you to the rest of the information that we can definitely help grow your business. So to get even more detailed, though, it's a person who actively does something for a period of time, who documents their wins and losses, and they learn the ability to teach others how to excel in the same or similar industry. Now, it should be clear at this point, this business model is essentially leveraging a personal brand to sell some type of high ticket offer. This could be SMMA, social media marketing agency. It could be, incorporated that in that is Facebook, Instagram, TikTok ads, user generated content ads, short form video editing, copywriting, SEO, social media management, graphic design, websites, SaaS, software as a solution, funding agency, credit repair agency, content creator agency. This can also be a coaching business, right? Fitness coaching, life coaching, relationship, wellness, business, basketball, trading. It can also be a course of info business, Discord servers, e-com courses, sports betting courses, SMA courses, trading courses, drop shipping. Whatever you're an expert in, there is uh, a cycle. If you output as much value as you can, take your expertise, your zone of genius, and give that to the world. There's the law of reciprocity. It comes back to you, right? You basically build a personal brand on social media. You use it to run one of these businesses. Charge anywhere from $500 to $5,000. The best part about this is there is zero startup costs. You're easily able to scale with no ad spend. High ticket sales is very easy to do as a creator because people already trust you for content, and it allows you to turn anything you truly enjoy doing the most into a profitable business. So you no longer have to worry about competitors doing the same thing as you. Um, Someone is going to choose you to work with you because they resonate with your content and you as a person. So the process is easy. You have to think about your foundations, your traffic content system, your conversion system. The only thing that matters as a monetized creator, sticking to foundations, business fundamentals, and mindset. Super important. Creating content, booking sales calls, taking sales calls. So that's the foundations. First is the 10,000 a month mindset. So this is a complete mindset shift, right? A lot of people that I talk to, I ask them, "What's your monthly income goal?" 3,000. The extra 4 or 5,000, right? So 10,000 a month is a different mindset shift, right? You have to obliterate those limiting beliefs that will keep you under the mold. So this is where you lay the foundation of what you want to build, who you want to become. So fixing and figuring these things out is first setting your goals. So this is where you get super clear on what exactly do you want. What do you want? What is your 5 top 1 year goals? What is your 3 year goals, your 5, your 10 long term goals? But if you know what your first 5 yearly goals are, it's easier for you to develop daily habits, right? And this is an exercise that we have in our program. Is you get clear on what your daily habits are and you track that. Are you staying on track to actually reach your goals, deadlines? When is this supposed to happen? When is this supposed to happen? And just knowing what you want, it gives you purpose. It gives you something to work towards, right? You're not scattered about doing this and that and wasting your time because you have your goals, your vision. Where do you want to go, right? What's the purpose? What's your mission? What are you doing this for? Your messaging. So this has to be congruent everywhere you're creating content. Everything about your messaging has to resonate with the people that you're looking to help. They have to know that you have what they need, and you have to be able to communicate that. Super simple, right? And then habits ties back into goals and your limiting beliefs. So anything that is stopping you from believing that you can actually obtain these levels in your business has to be obliterated. So focusing on mindset may not seem important, but it's extremely crucial on success in the business. So without a good mindset, the foundations of your business are not going to be solid. Excuse me. So what happens when you build a skyscraper without a good foundation? It collapses after it gets to a certain leverage. First, you have to figure out where you want to go. You get crystal clear on your goals. No one has ever become successful by accident. So think about the type of person you want to become, your future self. If you could step into the 2.0 version of yourself, how do they show up? How do they lead their business? How do they lead their family? Right? If you want to be the type of person who makes 10K a month, then you are going to have to develop the habits of a person who makes 10K a month. Get in the gym. Stop doing drugs and alcohol. Start reading. Meditate. Get enough sleep. Get off of social media. Get rid of distractions. Stop consuming so much content. Start producing more content. The books to read. These are some good ones if you haven't read them yet. As a Man Thinketh, Rich Dad Poor Dad, The 4 Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Bleep, The Power of the Subconscious Mind. Inside the community, we share other books and what movies to watch, right? So sticking to fundamentals and mindset, creating content, booking sales calls, taking sales calls. Remember, so the business foundation. So once you have a good foundation for your mindset, you can then build the foundations of your business. So we recommend software stacking. As a software stack is basic laptop or desktop, camera and mic. You can use an iPhone, so this is going to be a super lean stack. Of course, a bank account, uh, Navy Federal, PenFed, Chase, Bank of America. You get a payment processor. You can start with Stripe, PayPal. For contracts, we use DocuSign. Right now, we're using PandaDoc, which is great. Mixed with PandaDoc's awesome. So I would get PandaDoc. For notes and organization, you could use Notion. You can use Trello. We have the Growth Codex content system, which is built on Notion. It's super fantastic for um, creating content calendars and just having that weekly content cadence. Meetings, right? So we use Zoom. Schedule meetings on Calendly is super simple if you're not using things like Go High Level. Website domain is GoDaddy. Business emails, Google Suite. Finances, use Google Sheets, or I use Monarch Money. You can sync your accounts, your credit cards, everything you need, and it's super simple to track. Communication and fulfillment. So we use Slack for a lot of communicating with clients, and then platforms, right? So you can have your own custom CRM if you are using Go High Level, if you are using Kartra, Kajabi, Circle, School. Figure out what platforms you want to use. Keep it super tight. And then creating the offer. The most important part of the foundation is your offer. So to come up with a good offer, get a piece of paper, ask yourself these questions and answer them. What are some things I'm good at? What are things I know a lot about? What do I really enjoy doing? What do I want to learn about? What could I obsess over for hours a day? What are some groups of people I belong to? What are the ways I can help these people, these groups of people? And what are some groups of people I don't belong to but would like to help? What are these groups' biggest problems? How can I solve these problems with the skills and knowledge I currently have? What skills and knowledge am I missing to be able to thoroughly solve these people's problems? So how valuable would it be to these people to have their problem solved? Who's your target audience, aka ICP, ideal client profile? So all of these, write them down, get super clear, specific, do multiple answers if you can on each question. There's some workbooks that we have inside of our um, program that will get you super clear on all of these. But definitely write this down. And from the info you write down, play around with ChatGPT. Ask it to help you come up with some ideas for offers. And if you have no skills, figure out what you're lacking and then start learning, right? So what do I need to learn in order to actually make this happen? And then start learning those skills. Write those down too. So because if you do not learn new skills, you're kind of just staying impoverished. But it only takes 20 hours to get 80% good at any skill. And boy, put those hours in. So at this level, you could charge someone to solve their problem with your skills and knowledge. So you'll be able to charge someone anywhere between $500 a month, $5,000 a month for your offer, depending on the scale of their problem and the approach you take to solve it. So once you know who you're helping and what you're helping them with, you need to decide how you're going to fulfill your service, right? So if you're doing a coaching model, if you're doing a course and info model, the agency model. The agency model is a more done for you. Coaching model is done with you, and the course info model is do it yourself. So here's an example of a few offers that I've run. So it's a done for you website plus user generated content for e-commerce brands. And this was 5K a month plus 10 to 15%, or 35 a month plus 10 to 15%. Done for you, done with you marketing for coaches and agencies at the same price. Short form content agency, which is 25, 35 a month, and done with you consulting which is like a 1K a month. So, and then you have the do-it-yourself course. Courses kind of run from 50, maybe sometimes 27, up to 1,000 sometimes. So, traffic content system. So once you have a good offer and know who your ideal client is, you now need to find a way to kind of get that offer in front of your ideal client. So this is when you start to build your personal brand through TikTok, through IG, through Facebook, through LinkedIn, through YouTube, through Twitter, right? You're going to make content that provides value to your target client. And for those of you sitting there wondering, can I do this without showing my face? Can I do this without using my voice? Can I get an AI to make the videos for me? Can I pay someone else to make the videos for me? Stop watching this video right now. You have to make the videos. The reason it has to be personal brand where you show your face is because the purpose of the content is to build trust, is to build authority, is to build credibility. So do you really think someone is going to pay you $2,000 to some AI that's making really crappy content about marketing? People trust people, not a website. And trust me, I get it. When I first started making content, I suffered from social media anxiety. I actually didn't even show my face or speak in my content at first, but the results from this no face content was terrible. So after a few weeks of just talking on camera, I was able to scale past 10K a month really fast. So remember the 10K a month mindset. A 10K a month man or woman has the balls to be a bit uncomfortable, show themselves on camera. So once you land your first client, you want to create a case study of a before and after, the client status before you and your client status after. This is the best way to gain attention when you rebrand your business. So if you're still watching, that means you realize that if you want to make money, you have to be uncomfortable. You're gonna open to if you're open to creating a personal brand. So like I said at the beginning, this video is not for you if you're not ready to put in the work. You want to find an easy way out. How to attract clients from making content, become an expert, provide value, show behind the scenes, and build trust. So create your personal brand on both TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. We're not really using TikTok as much anymore, but make your account your name. Add a clear picture of your profile, your face in the profile picture. Explain what you do in the bio. Add a call to action in the bio. A call to action is, visit this website, fill out this survey, join this community. Um, Go to my website and add a client's testimonial story highlight on IG. This is very simple. So, excuse me, there's two approaches you can take depending on this offer. Your offer could be a done-for-you agency or service looking to work with high-level business owners, or it could be a done-with-you or do-it-yourself coaching offering. So, looking to work with people a few steps behind you. If you want to manage influencers as a service, copy this spreadsheet for organization. So I've included this worksheet here, and you can just use it to track influencers that you can get in touch with, or get a get an agent, get some help with. Use this website to hire content creators for reviews or testimonials, or any type of products that you have. Then if you have a like an e-commerce store, or you have uh, pretty much anything. So this is a great site that you can use for user-generated content. You can buy the bundle packages, really great bundle packages. So if you're doing the agency content strategy and you're going the agency route, your only goal is to provide value. Show that you know what you're talking about to attract those high-level business owners. This type of content is strictly value and tips. The best way to go about this, from my experience, is by creating a series showcasing your work and knowledge. Right? So create a series showcasing your work and knowledge. You can do this by breaking down the work you are doing for current clients. Or if you have no clients, do free work audits for ideal clients. Now that you understand the approach to take as an agency, here is the content I use to generate millions of views and book hundreds of calls with e-commerce brands making over 50K a month. So, coaching course content strategy. So, if you're running a coaching or course business, your goal is to attract people a few steps behind you. You can do this through telling your story. This content is much more personal and emotional, right? This content is emotional and personal, your personal brand. So, tell your story. Your story relates. Why do you do this? What's your purpose? Why are you helping people this way? Talk about your journey, your transformation. Okay. Um, so how I went from blank to blank here a day in the life as blank. How much I make as a blank. Now that you understand the approach to take as an agency play, here is an example of the content I had to create to make 15K a month, 3 months. We did this lifestyle post with captions, and you can kind of just check them out here, kind of to see. Let's see. All right, so there's some examples here that you can kind of just, and rule of thumb, just kind of mixing entertainment with business. Content creation is first you want to start ideation. It's the most important phase of creating content. It's not how well your videos are edited or how cool the background looks. Every piece of content kind of starts with a good idea. How do I come up with content ideas? I do composing. This is the part where you sit down, actually write out your video scripts. This is very crucial. You would not be able to just pick up a camera and talk out at first, right? You would need to sit down, write every day. That's the only way you're able to actually get better. And I still do this daily, and will always do it. There's only one person I know successfully that does this, and they have been practicing speaking on camera daily for the last 4 years. Making good videos is just direct response plus videos. So you need to get better at copywriting. Sit down, write out your video line by line. The best way I can explain it is to kind of forget everything you learned in English class in high school and college. Write how you would speak to your best friend. Write good video scripts. Really comes down to your ability to tell stories. So if you click here, there is the short form play. So how you can kind of create consistent content that turns lookers into bookers. Right. So use short form content to drive massive traffic for free. Platforms like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, this traffic to turn outsiders into insiders. And it's a quick blueprint here. You can take this and run with it. Scripting, 9 hook ideas, and if you want to get your hand on the codex, the growth codex, I would suggest it. It would definitely help you with this as you learn this process. Okay, Facebook group. Got you. Let's see if this like still works. Real quickly, guys, make sure that I put this link on the calendar. All right, cool. So do it yourself. Let's run through it. Run through it. I don't want the video to be that long, but I think it should be cool. All right, so you got ideation, right? So search up the top 25 creators in your niche. All the videos that have like 500K plus. Take notes. Text graphics use. Scripting. So you got a short form content ideation sheet here, so you can keep track of all of that. 5 keys to writing good scripts, right? Benefits of using scripts. 9 hook ideas right here. So these are the type of contents that get great results. Here's why Andrew Tate is actually a fighter for women's rights, right? That's huge. Big numbers with screenshots. Grabs people's attention. Current news, statistics, celebrities, filming. You can use this framework for filming. Hire an editor. So if you need to hire an editor, you can look up on here, Upwork. Text effects, posting, right? So you can have, and a good app for using like text is captions. Yeah, the app captions. How do you monetize? Pure IG direct DMs, right? So this is the framework you can use. Here's a 10 exact action step you can take in the next 2 hours. So yeah, go do that. Let's keep moving. So now that you understand what composing is, here is an example of the script for a video I wrote that booked me over 50 calls, right? So I used ChatGPT to help write the script. I used Munch AI for video editing, and you can create content. And after you have your video scripted, you can actually create the video. So most common content styles is raw TikTok native, green screens, talking head, trends, talking back and forth, lifestyle, B-roll. You do not need fancy edits. If you spend enough time, get good at editing and composing, you'll be able to make really good content. Without doing any editing at all, you simply can't polish something that's terrible. So trying to put fancy editing over terrible videos with terrible ideas, with terrible script, it's not going to make it perform well. So things that will help your videos perform better: simplicity, lighting, audio, speaking, energy, pace, tone. Get better at content will come through repetition. And then you go into your conversion system, right? So this is a social funnel. And this comes from like TikTok, IG Reels traffic to your Instagram profile, which should be optimized, or to an application. Take them to Instagram DMs and looking to book a call. So this is one of the funnels I have used to consistently book 6 to 10 sales calls a day from content for like the last 7 months. And I've tried about every funnel you can think of. This one works pretty well on social media. Sending your traffic from TikTok to IG. People trust people, not some fancy website. So make sure your content that you produce is great content. So here's how to set it up. You can link your IG to your TikTok. You can add a call to action into your bio. You can add an application calendar link to your bio as well. You can on IG add a funnel page link to your bio. Add a CTA in your bio. We will set up a funnel in our 4-week workshop and mentorship. So we'll help you set up a complete end-to-end marketing and client acquisition system in our systemized growth partnership program in 21 days or less. And this is kind of how the entire system looks, right? So if you want something like this inside of your business, we can definitely do this for you. So control your traffic. Once you have your funnel set up and know how to make content, you can start trying to push traffic down your funnel to book calls. But before you can send your traffic down your main funnel, you need to send the traffic through a content funnel first. So the content funnel is like regular TikToks or regular short form content. And you could do it on TikTok, you could do it on Instagram, you could do it on LinkedIn, you could do it on pretty much, YouTube. You just want it's really the strategy that is the key, right? Find out what works best, where your people are hanging out the most, and then sending them to the social funnel. So these, you want to make sure you're pinning what we call video sales letters. So each one is like a mini video sales letter that you pin to the top of the profile. So, and that takes them to social funnel. So the best way to do this is through your pinned videos. They need to have a purpose. Do not pin a video because it's your most viral video. Instead, you need to make mini video sales letters. So basically, a video intended to sell your audience on taking the action, which is going down your funnel. Right? So these videos will have on the front end and then a really hard call to action at the end to DM you. Social media video sales letter structures is like hook, social proof. Here's 3 things about blank. Point 1, 2, and 3. DM me keyword on IG now. 7 to 2 1 content strategy. So maybe 1 piece of content to go viral, 2 pieces to build relationship and trust, 3 pieces for credibility and value, and more credibility and value, right? So 1 out of 10 videos, super broad. And then going into the appointment setting. So this is the process of turning a DM conversation with your ideal client into a book sales call. This is extremely easy to do when you have followed all of the steps above correctly. If someone has found you through your content and taken the first step to kind of reach out, they're a very hot lead and easy to kind of set and close. We do have a lot of frameworks for cold DMs and what to say to appointment set, how to book appointments through DMs. That is a masterclass that we offer. If you have any questions about that, feel free to reach out. great information on how to actually do that really quickly. So 3 types of setting. You got hot inbound, and these are conversations where the prospect DM you after seeing your content or something about you, and these people know a decent amount about you already. Warm is kind of like outbound, so the conversations where the prospect is familiar with you because they engage with your Instagram funnel. These people have seen you before, and then you have cold outbound, which is conversations where you reach out to them to start the conversations. These people don't know you, so don't be an idiot. We're really great at cold outbound. The course that we have for DMs is crazy when it comes to cold outbound, and the softwares that we use to kind of do that. So if you're interested in that, I definitely would take advantage. You ideally want to end up in a position like me where 90% of your setting is hot, right? So people that I usually set are people that have heard of me before. They know who I am. They know my personal brand. They see me, my audience. They're in my communities. So for me, that's where 90% of my setting comes from. I have a lot of inbound leads. So at first, when getting off the ground, though, you will most likely need to rely on cold and warm until you have kind of built that audience and start getting traffic. So setting the framework. So you want to evoke response before anything else can happen. You need to kind of get that initial response. So, hey, blank, how long have you been? Blank, initial information. Then you can gather a little information about them. How long have you been in the niche? You can disqualify them, so you can ask them how much they're making or how many clients they have, how many clients they are working with this month. Ask them what their desire is, where they want to be in 6 months. What's kind of their challenges. Ask them if they would like help with that. Call to action. Ask them if they would like to get on a call. They use Calendly or schedule a sales call through Zoom, and just kind of make sure that they're a good fit, somebody that you can help. I promise you, qualifying your calls is a game changer, because last thing you want to do is get on the phone with people that's not ready to take action, or people that you can't help, or people that's not ready. So make sure that you do some qualifying there. And then sales. This is one of the most fun aspects of being a monetized creators. Sales calls are fun. Making money is fun. So sales as a growth specialist is cool, because if you are the one in the content, the one taking the calls, it would be extremely easy to close as long as the prospect is actually a fit and can afford your service. So if they're on a call with you, they most likely already trust you a ton. I've seen tons of your content. So here's how to close, right? I'm not a sales expert, but we do have sales training inside our community. I have access to closers. If you need closers, I can definitely find some to put into your business. We have sales trainers. Um, but for me, my superpowers lie in other areas, but I can definitely take sales calls. I've taken hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of sales calls just myself. So I now have someone handling all of the calls, but I'll show up for calls that I think that I think if people I believe will be a great client, and I definitely would love to kind of build a relationship with that person, I still get on calls for sure. So we have community members who have closed 10K deals over the phone. So I say I'm pretty confident enough to kind of give you a basic framework, if anything else. So we have a great script that you can use. We have several of them. And what we do is actually help tailor custom scripts to you specifically that covers pretty much objections, concerns, all of those things that you'll probably hear on sales calls. We can help you there as well. So, but the intro is kind of just building rapport. You want to make sure that you frame, kind of set the agenda for the call. You want to have a discovery, and then you want to summarize, and then kind of go into the transition of pitching or presentation, or going over the investment. And then the example of questions is, how was your day been? Um, and I won't kind of go through all of that, but let's see. And then a company name, if they might not have the resources, this is a company you can use. I believe you have to be doing a certain number in your business to kind of qualify, but they don't require a credit check. It's only a soft pool to get pre-approved, so now you can get a client kind of fully funded for your program. So there's some more. Some more. and this is an example of a service agreement that we use, well, one of them. We have something a lot more polished now, but that will be a great start for you. So if your client has bad credit, send them that. If they need credit repair, I would suggest to use OPM Mastery. They're really great with business. So tell them I sent you. So just to summarize everything about what we talked about today, you want to have foundations, mindset, business foundation, your offer, your messaging, your branding, traffic and content. So you want to build a personal brand. You want to choose either, you know, what your offer is going to be, strategy, content creation, coaching, courses, depending on your offer. Idea and compose creation. You want to start to build out that client acquisition machine. You want to focus on conversions, social funnels, content funnels, VSLs, sales assets, content strategy, your sales process. And then next thing, which is not on here, is once you get that down, now you're looking to bring on a lean team, virtual assistants, um, setters, closers, and this is where you automate and kind of delegate that process. So once all of this is built, and this is what we build out for our private clients, like we do all of this for our private clients, and so they can just focus mostly on fulfillment or what they do best or sales or whatever it is that they really enjoy inside of their business. So final thoughts. If you want to start, grow a marketing agency, a coaching business, a course biz, or become a freelancer, if you want to just grow an online service or, um, we want to make an extra 5 to 15K per month from your business in the next 3 months. If you want to be able to make money from doing something you love, you want to be a monetized creator, you want one-on-one help using the system I overviewed in a document, you want to work with us directly, you want to leverage my team to help you get results, you want to help you hire your own team, want to make 10K a month guaranteed in the next 3 months. In our community, we have other playmakers teaching high income opportunities. So if I can go from a temp service laborer to a highly monetized creator, you can too, right? So this is a few of our core values. Don't make excuses, make it happen. Everything is your fault. Learn something new every day and apply it. We're here to serve selflessly and with the highest integrity. Treat every person you interact with like family. Showing up with positivity, high energy, and laughing is not an option. It's a requirement. Tell the truth all the time. Reinvest your money. Don't spend your money. Speed, flexibility, punctuality are our strengths. Embrace them with grace. Don't think outside of the box. Things like there is no box. Be organized, be clean, be prepared. Keep calm, respect others, entertain, educate, execute, but more importantly, empower. Right? So click here if you want to get access. Actually, so yeah, click here if you want to get access to our free course and our free community. We got free courses and community course material. The Scalematic School, so we teach you how to monetize your social media in under 30 days. All right, so let's go. Or you can schedule a call to call me, speak with our team, see how we can help. Would definitely love to speak with you. And I hope this was able to help bring clarity to, what to do in order to get to that 30K month. I definitely would love to chat, see where you are in your business, see if we can help, see if anything that we have will be able to help you. And, just, man, perpetual success, abundance, and I will hopefully speak to you in the future. If you want a copy of this document, if you don't have it, if you're not, watching this video on the document, then um, there will be a link because I'm going to put this on YouTube. So it should be in the description section. And if you're seeing this anywhere else, then um, make sure that you join the community, right? It's in the community too, so you can find it there. Or just reach out to me. I'll shoot it over to you. And I hope you guys are blessed and crush it in your business this season.